running fast from the way it was. Jump quick to a paycheck, running back to the strip club. I'm never going back, never going back. No, you can't make.
Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Jenny's Random, and welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It is free and it's fun here. And if you're not new here, hey gang, welcome back. Welcome to a brand new video. We are in my bathroom because I am fresh out of the shower and getting ready for my day. It is Sunday and doing some skincare. I've been using this by cChaotic. It's called Advanced Snail Radiance Dual Essence. I use the face wash as well. It just has a dual side. It has a serum and I think a moisturizer. I've been loving it. My skin has been loving it. But yeah, y'all, so I wanted to hop on real quick. I usually don't get on in the middle of my getting ready, but I wanted to share. Hold on, y'all, the Lord's talking. Next, I'm using this clear visage. It is a Korean face moisturizer. I've been liking Korean skincare. I don't know what made me try it, but I hear a lot of good stuff about it. But anyway, that's not why I'm on. I wanted to hop on because I was on Facebook. I was going to go to one of the what do you call it, faith groups to check something. I forgot, but I saw a post on one of my old neighborhood friends, and he posted about a 6-year-old being justified. And I'm gonna sound indifferent about it because it turned out good. It was a justified outcome. So it's a sad ending but a good outcome. It's a sad ending but a justified outcome. So I was reading the comments, and I'm not going to get into the controversial part about it. I mean, I am a little bit, but I usually don't talk political and racial things on my channel because I'm in the minority when it comes to my opinion, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I do think things exist, but I don't think it's, I think it's overly enhanced, and that's all I'm going to say about it. So, a mother and daughter was in Walmart shopping for a TV, and this is why I dislike, Walmart is not my favorite place to shop. I will shop online, but as far as the in-store experience, it stinks. A lot of good deals, a lot of things in there, a lot of good stuff you can't find anywhere else. But as far as the customer service goes, it stinks. And I don't think it's ever going to improve. And God, that came out awful. And it's one of those places that I think truly has a bit of bias when it comes to in-store customer service. So this happened in Michigan. Yeah, Michigan. So the mother and daughter was in the store shopping for a TV. She got a 50-inch, I believe. And so, you check out, you buy your stuff, and just like any other Walmart, they do it at my Walmart as well. When you go to the door, you have to show your receipt to prove that you paid for your things. I'm sorry, I'm getting ready because I have a day full of recording for TikTok and my other YouTube channel, and for this channel. I have a day full of recording pretty much, so I wanted to do a little a little bit of eyes. So they bought the TV and they go to leave. And of course you have to present your receipt. So she goes to look for her receipt. And it's somehow... That's the part I don't understand. But it happens. The receipt is not in her bag. And her purse where she stuck it. And based on how the story goes... it seems that the receipt fell out of a bag, because at the end of the story, it turns out they recovered the receipt after looking at surveillance. So when she went to the door, she didn't have the receipt, but she kept her cool and asked the cashier to assist her with the guy at the door and telling him that she paid for this TV. It was a 50-inch, or it was a big TV. So the cashier told the guy, yeah, she paid for the TV. And the guy still wasn't having it. Like, sir, this is your coworker. This is another representative of the company. She said the customer paid. That's where it stops. I don't care. That's where it stops. If you feel like something else is going on, take it up. Take it up with your homie, okay? Leave me out of it. So now what do you call it? So now after the woman, tells the guy, after the cashier tells the guy that the woman paid for the TV, the guy's still not having it. I don't know what transpired in the interim, but the woman ends up walking out and she's asking a guy to help her get the TV in the car. I am going to link the story in the description so you guys could read it. If any of you who are on this, who read the title and is on this, I don't talk about these sort of events. It's just something that I felt like I wanted to talk about because I liked the outcome. Sure, there are plenty of stories with good outcomes, but this one, I'm happy with the outcome and I felt like talking about it. But this is not that type of channel. So anyway, she is getting the TV into the car with the guy and the police pull up. So the police pulls up and this aggressive police officer gets out of the car, hand on her pistol, aggressively approaching the woman, telling her, whatever, hands on the car, whatever the aggressive type of police officers do. And I am pro cop, period. But, you do have some bad actors out there. And I was in a sector formerly. I was formerly, no longer, I used to be in law enforcement. I wasn't a police officer, but I did have to do arrests. And so I see both sides of the coin. But this woman was a bad actor. So she aggressively approaches the woman. The woman is trying to explain to her what all happened, but she's not hearing it. She's like, get your hands on the car. She's, got her hand on her pistols but it's not unholstered. She's like, ready to cuff her. So she ends up gut punching the lady, and it's not funny, but it's so shocking. Like, she ends up gut punching a woman. And the woman falls on the floor, and then she's got her arm around her neck to the point where the woman passes out. So the daughter, she has a 6-year-old daughter, the lady with the TV. 6-year-old daughter is seeing all this happen. They're in Michigan, so obviously it's a concealed carry state, or, it's an open carry state, whatever it is. I don't know the law. Look it up if you so choose. So the 6-year-old remembers where the pistol is. And she goes for it. She sees her mother in trouble and she goes for it. And shout out to her because she was saving her mother. she goes for it, and I guess her mother taught her, you know, gun safety, as it's normal in Southern and Western. In South Carolina, where I grew up, these things were common. So if any of y'all are feeling a way about children, knowing how to do these things, it is a common thing in certain places. So she gets out the car. I don't know if she gets out the car. I don't know how it happens, but she points at the cop and says, "Stop." Cop goes to reach for her gun, and it's all history. The police officer is no longer. And it's sad. And I think that the police officer's family should also sue Walmart, because it is their fault that their mother, sister, daughter, wife was there at that scene. No matter if she was right or wrong in her professional duties, she could have been retrained. Anything, if you know, she was a bad actor and it didn't go so extreme, she could have been retrained. But because she was there for no reason, because it should have stopped when the cashier told her coworker that TV's paid for, this woman lost her life. So after everything, the daughter ends up getting arrested. The mama ends up getting arrested after she's revived. Yeah, you believe that? She's the daughter wakes the mama up, and she ends up what do you call it? They ended up arresting the daughter and the mother, and then I guess after surveillance was reviewed, it was discovered that yes, she did pay for the TV, and so both mama and baby were released. They are free, but and then they're suing Walmart, but the damage is already done. The poor child had to see her mother on the floor being wrestled by a bad actor police officer. She had to kill someone. Then the police officer, you know, as lacking as she was in her professional duties, lost her life. And that's why I say it's a sad outcome, because now this girl's gonna have to go through therapy. She done seen her mother go through what she went through. She went through what she went through. She done got arrested, been in cuffs, first grade. You know, can you imagine your child in the first grade, kindergarten, whatever the case may be, she already got her first arrest. And then for the police officer, funeral, no longer here for her family. Their family member's not here. All because this guy was so overzealous. He's so passionate about this TV. And the racial makeup, read the story, okay? For what? Let me get ready for the rest of my Sunday. Good morning, my good people. It is Monday. Happy. I smell good. I feel good. I am wearing Tom Ford's Costa Azzurra. I got that from Fragrance Net, and I think I've been saying my YouTube fragrance channel name wrong. So let's get it right. I know I've been saying it right. Jenny's Random Scents. So Jenny's Random Scents, if you want to see the mega fragrance haul I just did, it was insane. Alexa, kitchen light on. So we have a stacked Monday. Why is this orange juice out? And I'm here for it. It's gonna be a money maker, sort of. I am I have a remote notarization international. I'm excited about that because I asked one of the girls from the office to assist me on that because I am not bilingual. She is, and she is also a notary. I actually asked one other coworker and former coworker, and he was available, but then he wasn't available, and so I actually was gonna text him to let him know I didn't need him. Filling my cup. Happy cup. It is Valentine's week. My Hello Kitty cup that I got from where did I get this? From TJ Maxx. So we're gonna do vanilla bean coffee. Get some caffeine flowing through this business brain of mine. I am a master business owner. Okay, let me stop. I do have a lot to do though. I have some chores to do. I have to put away laundry. I do want to mop my floors today. What else? My husband has a half a day of work, so I will be under supervision earlier than expected. But I do have a 12 o'clock conference call, so I do have a busy day. I told myself I cannot turn the TV on because it's a big distraction. And now I just forced myself to put down my phone because y'all, I have been on TikTok. Follow me, Jenny's Random Smells Good. I am disgusting, okay? Disgusted with myself and disgusting because I've been hooked to this doggone app all weekend, honestly. And I know I've been talking about how I will never have TikTok, blah 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 blah. I'm hooked. Obviously a little hyper. Last night was the, what do you call it, the Super Bowl, and of course the only thing I was interested in was the halftime show, and I liked it. I really did. It was simple. They didn't have too much going on. They didn't have all the pomp and circumstance. They didn't have all the costume changes, all the things that, you know, just unnecessary. I found it to be short. My mother said that's how long a show is supposed to be, so I have to agree with her and say yes, it was a good amount of a show. It was a good time frame. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed that he stayed on the stage or field the whole time. It was no back and forth, no costume changes, no whole bunch of people coming in and out and, you know, distracting you while the main artist is doing what they do. And I knew most of the words, so, you know, it was like a little concert in my bedroom, because that's what I was watching from my bed, because I was editing. We had Wingstop for dinner. I did the barbecue chicken sandwich. My husband did the Louisiana, he did the Korean barbecue, or Korean spicy chicken sandwich, and the voodoo fries. And then that was that. So now we have this notarization, and it's going to be my first time actually doing a notarization in front of an attorney. So that's going to be different. But I've done international notarizations plenty of times. There's all the laundry I have to put away. It's 2 medium-sized bags. Alexa, living room light on. Y'all, this candle I got from Home Goods is a waste. It's still full, but the way it burns through the middle, like into the middle, but then the sides keep the wax, and then eventually the wicks burn out because, hold on, I don't know what kind of weirdness is going on outside, but if y'all hear that, whatever noise is going on, it's not me, it's the people outside. But yeah, that it burns out the wick, so I only got through maybe 1/3 of the candle and I can't use it, but I've been chipping away at it and filling other candle jars with it. So now I need to figure out if I could find wicks, because I do have other jars. So if I could chip away at the candle wax and get it into other jars, yeah, I could still use it. Use the innards. Alexa, set a timer for 17 minutes.
Good morning, Jennifer. 17 minutes, starting now.
Okay, that'll give me enough time to get whatever laundry I can put away. Oh, this one is mostly linens. Actually, I lied. It's not. It just has linens on top. So I don't have really much time to be on camera because I want to get this stuff put away and out of the way, so that way once I do the notarization, it's at 10 o'clock. Hoping to be done with everything at about 10:20, 10:30. It's only going to take that long because I want to make sure everybody can get signed on. The attorney, the person that hired me, wants me to ask them if they want the English version notarized or the Spanish version notarized. And then after that's all said and done, notarize, get the document back to me, and then I have to email the notarized document to the hiring party, and then my check comes in my email. And then the girl that's helping me out, I am paying her for her time and skill, because I appreciate it. And you know, whenever you work for someone or whenever you ask for someone to work for you or help you out, I don't expect it for free, and you shouldn't do it for free. Although I believe in a good hookup, I do believe in showing appreciation for someone's time and efforts. Oh yeah, y'all. Let me get this laundry put away.
Let's take this show on the road. Ish, different day. I be bored out my mind. Hometown, love my place, but while I'm in my prime, gotta go get away. Hop a train, cop a flight, and ride. Tonight I gotta break free. My job, those boss be working my nerves. Clock out at 4, phones on do not disturb. My boyfriend's cool. I need my girls, the world is ours, so run it up, let's go to a land where we cannot be found. So off the grid, way too little, slow down. No, me and who, when they see me out, booked it 'cause I'm not waiting around for you. Let's effing go, Miami. Let's effing go, Chicago. Let's effing go, be more. Let's effing go, Houston. Let's effing go, Atlanta. Let's effing go, Tokyo. Let's effing go, Brazil. Let's effing go, London. Let's effing go, South Africa. Let's effing go, Korea. Let's effing go, New York. Let's effing go, Toronto. Let's effing go, Paris. Let's effing go, Nigeria. Let's effing go, DC. Let's effing go, Malaysia. Let's effing go, trees, new beach. We be out on the coast. Swimsuit, 2-piece. Catch me doing the most.
What a colossal mess. Signing didn't happen. My translator was ready. I was ready. Lawyer was ready. The signer, I don't know what's happening all the way in Mexico. But the signing didn't happen. I wasted my morning over an hour. And I'm upset about it. And $15 down the tube because I'm still paying the translator for her time. I'm still paying Michelle for her time. I'm taking a break, and I have my meeting at 12, so I'm taking a break. Much later, put y'all here. My head's chopped off. Day turned into a complete crap show. I just finished my conference call with the other company, which was only 45 minutes, so that was cool. But I have more work to do. I thought it was gonna be in trouble, y'all, because honestly, I've been paying attention only to what I have to get done for my primary clientele, which they are a major client. But you know, the phone calls are starting to come in a whole lot more. The offers are coming in a whole lot more, so I'm trying to take advantage of those things and hone in on those relationships, or that, I don't know how you say, that energy, or that those areas of my business I'm trying to, you know, keep flowing. So I've been paying attention a lot more to that this year than I was last year. But still giving the same level of attention to this client. So I've been slacking a little bit, but I'm not slacking as bad as I thought, because I started putting myself in a position where I have a little wiggle room, but it's starting to tighten up a little bit, which I don't like. So I have to get myself back on track as far as knowing what due dates are coming up. So I talked business a whole lot this year, but honestly, that's really what's going on in my life. I did not expect to hit the ground running in 2025. I didn't expect year 2, because that's what we're in. We're in year 2. For things to be picking up as much as it did, and I'm so happy. And I hate to sound like I'm complaining, but you know, there's something to the power of preparation. And let me just show you something. Okay, and I have been moving so very fast that I have been starting and stopping vlogs in the middle and in the beginning and ends without paying attention, to the point where the vlog that you guys saw last week was supposed to be 2 vlogs, and I somehow lost footage. Even though it wasn't a whole lot of footage, those probably would have been 2 20 or 30 minute vlogs, but I had to work my magic and just make it one complete cohesive thing. And that's why the intro was like in the middle of the vlog, because the part where my sister, like in the beginning, where my sisters and I were out, that was supposed to be the end of the prior week. And I have no idea what happened to that footage. I think I did because I was carrying this camera, right? And I was using a memory card, the one that's in this camera right now. And the one that's in this camera is too slow for this camera, and it is also too slow for this camera. So I had two memory cards for the Pocket 3. So now I am sharing the memory cards between these 2 cameras. I only have one for this and one for that, and 4 for this camera. So in the midst of me trying to figure out what works for what, I ended up deleting footage and whatever. So I mentioned that because I picked up this book in one of the vlogs, because I was in FedEx and I didn't know FedEx sold books, and I saw this one. It is a book called Believe and Achieve, the world's most motivational quotes. And I was feeling very motivated that day, because I had just closed out a day with 2 clients, and I took you guys along with me actually, and I lost all that footage. It was a nice money-making day. And then at the end of the day, I saw this one and I saw another book. I think I favorited the books because this one was cheaper at FedEx, but the other one was cheaper on Amazon. So I do need to buy that one. So every day I leave this book on my coffee table, and every day I open it up to a different page. And today's page was so it gives you 2 quotes. So the first one was this one. Leadership is doing what is right even when, okay, I gotta read it this way because I can't read backwards. Leadership is doing what is right when no one is watching. And that's by George Van Valkenburg, whoever that may be. And this one is one of my favorites. The best way to predict the future is to create it. And the first time I saw a variation of this quote was when I was shopping for planner things on cloth and paper. So these they speak to me. A bunch of these quotes do. Oh, that one's nice. I may try to find that one tomorrow. This is another one. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue. It's the courage to continue that counts. And that one is anonymous. So it's just a book full of inspirational quotes to keep you motivated. So I keep it open like this right on my coffee table. So throughout the day, you know, if you're feeling good, you see the quote and it, you know, it's just like it enhances that good feeling. If you're feeling down, you look at the quote and it's just like, yes, I needed to see that. I needed to hear that right now. And y'all know I'm a praying woman. Everybody knows I'm a Christian. So I do rely heavily on my faith and heavily on prayer, but it's nothing like a good old quote, child. So yeah, that's why the vlogs are just business related, because that is all that is going on in the random world. So my husband just texted me because he is on his way home, so I will be under supervision. So let me call him because to see what all we're gonna have for lunch, because I am hungry. I had a bowl of cereal for breakfast at like 6:30 in the morning because my stomach was growling, and then I held out because I knew he was getting off early, so I didn't want to have lunch. I had some water. I think I finished. Yeah, I finished my apple juice. So let me just see what's up with him, and yeah, I'll call y'all back. Good morning, folks. Happy Wednesday. I know I didn't come back on yesterday because it was a heck of a day, y'all. The job that I was talking about from the day prior, the guy actually called me today to explain further what all was happening. So the signers who are located in Mexico, so what was happening is that they speak and read zero English. So this whole thing turned into a 2-day hot mess. And I'm not saying that because they don't speak the language or read the language, because I certainly don't speak or read French. I do read Spanish and I do understand Spanish. I just don't speak it. So it was difficult for them. And here is where, this is the only time, no it's not, this is one of the rare times that I am going to speak on my political stance or where I think. So, people who are in other countries, which includes us in comparison to foreign countries, lack understanding of foreign languages, how things operate wherever, right? So they are not familiar with our language and our technology. So she's trying to navigate, her and her son. So she calls her son over to try to help her. Neither one of them understand what to do. They don't understand our language, our technology, and they are having to sign legal documents for business that someone left to the mom. So, I just don't understand. I can't wrap my head around why whoever the person is who passed away, God rest dead, will leave it to her, but they did. And she is signing over her rights to the living family member that's in New York. So it's a whole unnecessary mess in my opinion, but this is what some families do. I can't speak on that part. I'm just there to help the lawyer facilitate it. But she does not understand the language. She does not understand the process. She does not understand the technology. So when you look at the border crisis, these people are coming here, a lot of them with zero understanding and zero know-how. And yeah, once they get here, they become quite savvy. A lot of them do get on their feet and do what they gotta do, but a lot don't. And that's where you start to see the breakdown of humanity, where crime is being committed, entitlements. People get entitled and they start demanding. And that's any nationality. That's any one of us, that's anybody. But there are promises being made to people who lack know-how and lack the information and the knowledge. And yesterday was an example, and it opened my eyes to it, because why would we as a country say, yes, come here, we have it, we can help you, to someone with her as an example, and she's not trying to come here, she's trying to, pass the responsibility to the person who was already here. So I'm just using her understand her know-how as an example, as someone who is in her same knowledge, because she seemed quite smart when she was speaking Spanish. She just doesn't know the American way. So someone who is like her, who does come here, who lacks the know-how, we get here and completely lost, don't know what to do, and you have one who will figure it out and become a member of society that does the right thing, and one who just will be lost. You know what I mean? Just spent 5 minutes and 49 seconds on a rant that somebody probably got mad at, don't care about, whatever. But that's just what I feel. I feel like this whole border crisis was a complete and long, drawn out injustice for the people on both sides of the fence. Period. So, but we got it done. With many obstacles that were thrown at us, but by God's grace, I was granted patience. I was granted skill, and I was granted the drive to. I said, I'm going to complete this job. We're going to use every tool we know to complete it, and that was just me and the lawyer throwing our heads together. So what ended up happening is that we got the son to get the mother over there. Then she got her link, but then she ended up having an old Android device, and so her phone couldn't connect to the notary platform. So then we had to send the son a link, and he got his mom to sign, using his link. And then when it was time to close out the document, it wouldn't let us do it because the mom wasn't signing, and she's the primary. So we had to email the lawyer. The lawyer was like, wait a minute. I said, well, we just need them to email the link so we can activate the link. I was like, can they email it to me and I could just open it up on my laptop? She was like, oh, well, they could email it to me. I have my laptop right here. So they ended up emailing the mom's link to the lawyer. The lawyer pressed the link. It put her into the room, and we were able to close out the document. Court documents were notarized. The mom is passing her rights to her brother, and all is well with this estate. Y'all, it was a day. And that was exhausting. That job yesterday took like an hour and a half. And the prior day, I think it took like 40 minutes. So that was like a 2-hour job. And that was just like a $50 job because it's online. And each notarization is $25. It was 2 notarizations. It was the court document, and then the guy who hired me did a translation, so he needed me to notarize his signature or his statement that it was an official translation, English to Spanish. And he was apologizing. I said, don't worry, because I was on the phone Sunday notarizing for the Philippines, and that one was even worse. I think I mentioned it earlier. I didn't talk about it, but that was a long story. But that one in the Philippines was a hot mess for less money. And I tell you, this remote notary business is not for the weak. I mean, you have to know what you're doing. You have to be a notary, and you have to be tech support, and you have to be a psychologist to keep people calm, because they just don't want to deal with technology. A notary is supposed to take your paper, check your ID, and stamp the little stamp on the paper, and that's it. But 2025, technology is taking over. So now I was like, okay, that was done. Then my son comes over to see me. I was a little annoyed because he came late. But I was like, you know what? He doesn't come to see me often. I miss him. Pull your attitude together. He came. He was like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. I just had a nap. It was a long day. I'm trying to pull myself together. It's going to be fine. So he went with me to get Jackie. And we're just chit-chatting about everything. I told him the story. I told what I just told you all. And then we started talking about working in fast food and retail, and cracking jokes. And then we started talking about cologne and perfume, and that was a whole thing. And then we got home, and I took him into the perfumery, and we were smelling all the fragrances, talking about what smells good, what we like. Then he came out here and spent some time with my husband. They were playing video games, chatting about sneakers and whatever dads and sons do. Because I was busy last night. Y'all, this business phone was going off the friggin' chain. When I say this phone was hot yesterday, oh my gosh. I had a lot of notary jobs popping up on the signing, the loan signing platform. So I was able to snag one from that platform. And that one's the easy one. I have that one today at 3 p.m. It's just no printing. All I have to do is show up and notarize 2 documents and scan it back to the notary business. And I worked with them before. They do a lot of, what do you call it? They're based out of New York. They do a lot of city permits and things like that. But this one is not a city permit. I forget what it is. I think it's estate documents. I don't know what it is, but it's 2 papers and nice and easy. That one's paying $50. Excuse me. And then my homegirl Ty from California, hey girl, she called my phone. She was like, please tell me you are close to this address. She gave me the address. I was like, oh yeah, I could get there. She was like, yay. She has a closing happening. So she was like, please tell me that you're available. She's like, the woman is available Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So she was available today between 12 and 2. Thursday sometime, and Friday anytime. So I selected Friday because of yesterday all day. I was exhausted. Like today, after all of that, I was like, today I am relaxing. And then she gives me this job. So I was like, okay, I'll put her in for Friday at 9 a.m. And she was like, okay. So she calls the client. Title company says no, Friday's no good. They're trying to, I think they're trying to close on Friday or fund on Friday. So closing has to happen. So signing has to happen Wednesday, which is today. So I was like, all right, Ty, I'll do it today. Tell her come at 12. So there goes my relaxed day for today. Because tomorrow I'm in the office. And it's going to be a long one because, the boss and I have some city filings to do because of a court case. So I have to reschedule my relaxation for Friday. I mean, it's like, but it's good because I started working on my vision board, and one of my business goals, right, is a specific dollar amount, and I set the bar high. I was gonna be reasonable, but I was like, no, we're gonna set the bar high. So number 2 is take the assignment, and number 3 is answer the phone. So that's what I did. The assignments are coming up, and I'm like, okay, I'm taking the assignment. Another one came up for today, and it was a good one, but I don't know why I didn't take it, but I took the other 2 for today. And I'm hoping some more pop up. One popped up for the end of the month, but they didn't pick me, so that was a little bit of a bummer, but it's okay. But I still have some ones I did earlier this month and the end of last month that the checks didn't come in yet for. I have to update my books, and yeah, y'all, that's what's going on. So we're gonna tag along with me today. We're going to work. Ready, y'all, we made it out. Really? On our way to stop number 1. Money making day. It's snowy out. It stopped snowing, but all the snow was out. It didn't stick on the ground necessarily, so I didn't have to walk through it except for a couple spots where I had to cross the street. But other than that, it's clear. The tracks are covered though. Waiting on the J train because the first stop is Lower Manhattan, and then I have to come all the way back to Queens, Flushing. But I have a few hours in between each appointment. So the first one's at 12, the next one is at 3 o'clock, and then I'll be able to and then I'll be able to go home. But I do need to find a FedEx and a Sephora because I wanted to exchange one of the perfumes that I got that I didn't like. Try to get something else. Fragrance of the day is YSL's Mon Paris. I like that one. Oh, my train's coming. Y'all, we just left job number 2. And if I could explain the complete debacle, the complete comedy hour that this turned into, I mean, I really wish I had the camera rolling because you couldn't write this in a book. So, first of all, the woman that I had at the first signing, she was lovely. She's nice. She wants me to come back to her place for a spa day. She was really nice, and I'm like, I'm here for having rich friends, okay? So, she texted me afterwards. She's like, I'm so serious about hanging out. I'm like, okay, because we really connected, and as an adult, it's hard to make new friends. So I would take her up on that offer. So I get wrapped up with the signing. Get downstairs. Of course, my signing is not perfect, so I had some corrections to make. So what do? I really wish there was a library out here. Jen thinks it's a good idea to do it right there on the sidewalks, correct the documents, and yeah, so it's a good idea to correct the documents right there, and try to take pictures to upload. And do you know that all my documents blew into puddles of water, ruined the closing documents. Oh yes, that's perfect. Ruined the closing documents. So I had to, hold on y'all. So I'm about to set up my mobile office here. So all the documents went into a pile of water. So I had to get in touch with the signing service, call my the signer, and tell her I had to come upstairs and not only take the copies that I gave to her, but we had to use them, and she had to sign everything all over again. I was completely embarrassed, and she was like, oh no, but where's the stuff? Is my banking information all over the place? I said no. I pulled out the ball of wet documents out my briefcase, and it was y'all, it was a complete mess. It was a hot mess. So title is like, calm down, it's okay. She's calming me down, walking me through it, and I forget that she knew what I did in my previous life. So she was like, you know, you've had harder troubles than this is nothing. She was like, as happened, it's okay. She's like calming me through this whole thing. So I get that done. I made the corrections, I scanned them, and I head to Queens because I had to get to my 3 o'clock. And oh my god, I need to be signing on because I also have my first creator meeting with YouTube today. Shit, taki mushrooms. Shoot. Okay, it doesn't start until 5 minutes. Okay, I got time. Yes, y'all, I have been accepted into the YouTube creator program where I have now a content creator manager. I'm completely excited. No, it's not letting me in. So I gotta scan these documents. Let me get my laptop out. Y'all, when I say the Lord be looking out, the Lord, he knew what your girl needed. And luckily I brought that return that I had, so let's go shop. We made a little money today, so I think we could do this thing. Look at some fragrance. I'm so excited. I got through it. Title approved my documents. I dropped them off at the X. We got a Sephora. All is well. Because why was that puddle there anyway? Hey friends, I don't know when the last time it was on. Oh yeah, yesterday. While I was in Dunkin', scanning the documents over. So I ended up leaving there. Where did I go after that? Oh, I had to go to FedEx. Oh yeah, Sephora. So I ended up picking up Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. That made the day so much better. Customer service was top tier. And now today I went to the office, and now I am getting myself ready because a customer just called me for a notarization that is like 2 miles away, so I charged her on the higher side. And we're in uniform. This is not the premium hoodie. I'm still waiting on my brother-in-law to make my hats. I am trying to look for my folder. So this is the folder I'm gonna take. And you guys didn't see this. Oh, you probably did because I forgot my planner stuff is on here, but I'm using my pink clipboard finally. So anyway, I'm gonna get my clothes on and get out of here because I don't have my pens in here. Of course not. I need to get there and get back because this was a pickup job, which means I was not planning to do this, and my husband's a little about it because he's hungry. So let me get myself together and then I'll be right back. I will not lie, it is a nice night to be out. At least the weather is not that bad. A little windy, but it's not cold windy. I gotta send this invoice. I forgot. My customers are always surprised. Hey, looking big. My little pieces up front. My customers are always surprised that I actually send official invoices. You know, they figure a person showing up is just gonna be, you know, making all this money and not reporting it, but I don't play the games with the feds. because as soon as you start trying to ride dirty, you get busted. Here is how invoicing looks. New invoice. So pretty much I create an invoice like that. I have to enter their email and first name, last name, and send it to them. I email it to them, and then they have a link where they can pay by credit, debit. I take Apple Pay, all that. Y'all, I've been talking to this camera for like 5 minutes, and I didn't record. But that was the easiest and one of my favorite jobs. The young lady I met was so nice. 5-minute job, 45 bucks. Couldn't ask for anything better. I love doing notarizations for younger people going after some of the most solid jobs in the world. She is doing, I think she's trying to be a police officer in Virginia, so she's doing her background check document. So she needed to sign a release form for them to do a background check. So I notarized that for her, and I wish her all the best of luck. I thanked her for choosing my little business. Anyone out there is considering opening their own business, please let this video be a sign to do it. Get up off your honey buns, and if you've been thinking about it, if it's in your spirit, if it's been in the back of your brain, let this be a sign to do it. I have no regrets in starting this. A lot of times I be lazy and not wanting to answer the call, but I told myself I started it for a reason, and I'm not doing the hardest thing in the world. So just pick up the phone and look at that. Like I came out of my house, did the job, 5 minutes, and I'll be back in less than an hour and 45 bucks. Most people, they have to work an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to earn that money. So, yeah. But I'm going to get up off this camera before, you know, beat over the head, all that. Good morning, folks. It is the next morning. I got through that job, got home. Ooh, coffee. I am exhausted. This was my first 5-day work week in a long time. Yeah, sorry, I had to get them lips in order. Put y'all on top of my noisy air fryer. Breakfast is being prepared. I am making a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Turkey sausage, of course, because we can't have anything else due to the alpha-gal situation. If y'all don't know what that is a red meat allergy. Yes, I have it. So I have been battling that for 5 months, and it has been a roller coaster. And I thought that I would be able at this point to be eating red meat. So I was gonna try it a few weeks ago, and until I got sick because until I got sick after eating some Popeyes fried chicken. Did I discuss this? I don't know. If I did, sorry if you heard it, but yeah, fried chicken. Popeyes uses beef tallow, which is equivalent to like shortening, to fry their fried chicken. So your girl is still allergic to red meat. So my hopes of trying beef again is thumbs down. So while my pan is heating up, yeah, I thought I was gonna have today off, right? I thought I was gonna be able to sit back, relax, kick up my feet. So I decided last night that I was gonna be up and do my nails. So after I got home from the signing last night, which went great as I discussed, so here's the set I did. Aren't they pretty? Out of the work I do on my nails, if I may say so myself. I do Gel X. So this set took me, how long did this set take me? 3 hours to do. So I was taking off my nails because I wanted a nice set for Valentine's Day. Today's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, or belated, because y'all gonna see this late. Yeah, so I wanted my nails to look new and pretty for Valentine's Day. So I already was taking off my set for the night, and then my business phone is going off. It was 9:30 at night. So I'm like, why is the phone going off? So I look, it's offer for a signing, and a good offer is for $90, 2 miles away, and and it's what do you call it, a buyer package. I was like, buyer 90. Usually, so a buyer should be $90 first of all, but usually they had been coming in for $75, $70. So I was like, okay, $90. They must be doing that because they really need it done. So I was like, okay, I'll take it, thinking that they're not gonna assign me. 10 minutes later, I get a notification, I get the assignment. I'm like, oh my God. But I already have in my head, I have that goal, right? So I thought about that. So that's why I said yes. And secondly, I have that other goal of discipline, and saying that when it comes across and within reason, take the assignment. Because after all, that is why I opened the business, right? To make it a success, make some money, and actually do the work. So yeah, your girl has another assignment on Friday. Happy Friday. So it is 8:31 in the morning. Oh, 12 new likes on TikTok. Ow. 8:30 in the morning. So I don't have to really leave here until like 10. So I really have like an hour to chill out. I didn't go to bed till 1:30 in the morning. Then I had to get up at 4:40. But I stayed in bed until 5 because I was tired. So I get up at 5, and he looks at me. He was like, just go back to bed. He was like, he knew I was tired. And from time to time when he sees me looking the way I did this morning, he like, you need a break. And I promise you, it's not even just the fact that I stayed up for my nails. It's the week that I had. You guys saw the other day the debacle that I had with the documents flying into the puddle, ripping and running between Lower Manhattan and Flushing, Queens, the mess with the notarization in Mexico, the hot mess of a week that I've been having. I'm burned out today this week. And here's the sandwich. Doesn't that look delicious? I can't wait to eat it. So I'm not even gonna stay on this camera that long. But yeah, the hot mess of a week has been, y'all, out of order. So I have this 11 o'clock job, and I'm probably not going to come back home straight away, because I'll probably wrap that up at around 11:30, 11:45, and then of course I have to go to FedEx to drop that package off. So that's gonna take me from one side of Queens, but I'll stay on the same side of Queens, but I have to travel like 30 minutes to the FedEx, and I'll probably ooh, there's a diner there. I don't know if I want to, I don't know if I want to do that. But there's a Starbucks there, so I'll probably sit there and force myself to edit. And then, I don't know if I want to do that either, because when I get to the FedEx, then it's only 20 minutes to get home. But then if I come home, that means I have to come back out to go get Jackie at 5. Got me flowers for Valentine's Day. Look how cute. Oh my God. Oh my God. First of all, the signing I had was very long, but this just made it so much better. Honey, if you're watching this, I love you, and you know I have no words. I have no words.